To inspect and adjust the drive belt tension on your Indian Scout, follow these steps. Park the bike on a flat, level surface and allow it to cool completely. Then, position the motorcycle platform jack beneath the engine case, avoiding the oil drain plug, and lift the motorcycle so the front wheel is off the ground. Stabilize the motorcycle in an upright position with tie-down straps, or equivalent. Next, ensure the motorcycle is in neutral. Then, safely elevate the rear wheel so the tire can freely rotate. The motorcycle must be stable before proceeding. Inspect the entire length of the drive belt for wear or damage. Refer to your owner's manual for belt wear analysis and see your authorized Indian motorcycle dealer if replacement is needed. Next, check and record the belt deflection. Ensure the belt is dry before measuring. Locking a tape measure will make it easier to maintain consistent measurements. Place a tape measure or ruler next to the drive belt. Then, slide the O-ring on the belt tension gauge to the 10-pound mark. Next, place the belt tension gauge squarely against the belt at center and keep it at a 90-degree angle to the belt surface. After this, push up on the gauge until the O-ring just touches the tool body and compare to specification. Using the tire valve stem as a reference, check and record at 4 points, 90 degrees apart. Rotate the wheel in a counterclockwise rotation as viewed from the belt side of the motorcycle. Adjust the belt deflection with the wheel at the tightest point, or least deflection. If the belt deflects more than the specified distance with 10 pounds of force, tighten the drive belt. If the drive belt is less than specified, loosen the drive belt. If the drive belt deflection is correct, lower the motorcycle. To adjust the drive belt tension, mark the current adjuster location of the rear wheel for reference. Then, count or measure the exposed threads past the adjuster nuts for reference. Next, on the right side of the motorcycle, loosen the axle nut, but do not remove the nut. Then, retighten the nut to the adjustment specification. Then, turn the left side adjuster nut as needed to achieve proper belt tension. When the belt tension is correct, continue to use the right side adjuster only to make final adjustments for belt alignment. Ensure the axle is seated forward against axle adjusters. Now, rotate the wheel backward while tightening the right side adjuster nut until the drive belt comes off inside the sprocket flange during backward wheel rotation and is centered in the driven pulley. Belt should track to the center of the sprocket tooth surface when properly aligned. Sprocket teeth should be visible on both sides of the drive belt. Next, rotate the wheel forward and verify that the sprocket teeth are still visible on both sides of the drive belt. If necessary, loosen the axle nut and right side adjuster until the belt moves off the left flange and begins to track down center of the driven sprocket flange during forward wheel rotation. The rear wheel alignment is satisfactory when the drive belt remains centered on the driven sprocket during forward and backward wheel rotation. The sprocket teeth should be visible from both sides of the drive belts. Then, verify the drive belt tension is still within specification. Now, tighten the rear axle nut to final specification. Next, pump the rear brake pedal several times to reset the brake pad distance. Make sure to verify that the wheel rotates smoothly and freely without drag when the brake pedal is released. Finally, safely lower the motorcycle to the ground. For more information, see your authorized Indian motorcycle dealer or visit indianmotorcycle.com.